Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone.
Welcome back, folks. Today we're diving into the wildest corner of the internet where modern women are having complete meltdowns over food stamps, welfare, and apparently Pepsi. Grab some popcorn, the government paid for theirs, but you'll have to buy your own. First up, we've got a woman panicking because her food stamps didn't come in. Apparently survival now depends on Wi-Fi and government deposits.
I ain't got my food stamps. I reordered me a food stamp card. I haven't got my food stamp of $0. I'm about to lose my apartment. I ain't paid my rent. My lights finna get cut off. What am I gonna do?
This meltdown could win an Oscar. She hasn't gotten her food stamps and suddenly the world is ending. Forget budgeting, forget working. Apparently survival hinges on Uncle Sam delivering her snacks on time. If she put half the energy she spends ranting into hustling, she'd never have to beg the government for groceries again. Next up, a woman who thinks working for a living is selfish compared to relying on your neighbor's fridge for moral support.
If you're teaching your children that going to work and paying taxes is more important than whether or not their neighbors survive poverty, whether or not their neighbors have their basic survival needs met, going to work and paying taxes is more important to you than other human beings, will never relate to.
Ah yes, the new moral compass. Teaching kids that punching a clock is selfish, but living off your neighbor's paycheck is noble. Apparently, basic needs now means let everyone else cover my bills. If working hard for your own family makes you heartless, then compassion must mean freeloading in style. No wonder she can't relate to reality. Here's a hot take. Trump cutting food stamps is apparently the same as declaring war on humanity.
Uh-oh. Trump about to cut these food stamps. These folks about to lose their mind. Y'all think crime is bad now. Watch what's gonna happen when Trump cut these food stamps. And folks can't get their crab legs and their shrimp and steaks no more. And candy and all this here. And they can't sell their stamps to pay their bills. It's gonna be a problem in America. Y'all think crime been hot. Y'all think folks been jacking and robbing. It's gonna get real out here in these streets now. These folks can't get their stamp. And he intentionally doing this. They trying to have a war in America. Tell you. Watch. Folks gonna go crazy without the food stamp.
She's ranting like Trump personally came to her kitchen and snatched the ramen out of her hands. For her, food stamps are not assistance, they're a birthright. The idea that budgets change or rules shift is unthinkable. Instead of screaming at the camera, she could use that time to type up a resume. Crazy idea, I know, but resumes actually feed people. And now, meet the proud mom of 7 kids by 7 dads, bragging about her $3,000 EBT jackpot like she just won the lottery.
7 kids, 7 different baby daddies. Yeah, 7 different baby daddies. I heard it. You heard it right here. 7 different baby daddies, 7 kids. Had my first child at age 14. Yes, and I do receive $3,000 in EBT food stamps. Yes. We are so happy. We are so blessed. We are very thankful. Yes, we are happy where we're at in life right now. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. Yes. Like I said, it's gonna be haters. You know, people gonna be jealous and all that. Y'all can keep y'all little comments, but at the end of the day, my kids are taken care of. That all that matters. Okay. That's it. That's all that matters. We ain't worried about y'all. Peace.
Nothing says life goals like treating your 7 kids and 7 baby daddies as a subscription service the taxpayers are forced to renew. $3,000 in stamps isn't a divine blessing, it's a collective mugging of working people. You didn't consult the public before building your personal soccer team, so why are their wallets the ones being emptied? Call it blessed if you want, but the rest of us call it theft with extra steps. Up next, an aspiring philosopher who believes pretty women shouldn't work, just sip lattes and journal their way into financial freedom.
Attractive women like me should not have to work. I should be at home sipping iced coffee and journaling, but instead, I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for my shift to start at a Ross. This is disgusting.
First of all, you're not attractive, and even if you were, what do taxpayers have to do with your beauty? Being cute doesn't entitle you to a lifetime supply of free groceries. Pretty privilege isn't supposed to be a government program. Sip your coffee after work like the rest of us because Starbucks doesn't accept selfies as payment. Here's a masterclass in irony, teaching independence while fully dependent on government assistance.
Stop doing in the black community. So I noticed that they taking away Section 8 and they trying to take away food stamps and they trying to take away a lot of government programs, and a lot of women feeling some type of way. And it's like, now y'all gonna see how hard it is to really make it out here with nobody. A lot of y'all be teaching y'all kids, oh, you get it out the mud. Oh, you don't need nobody. Oh, you don't need no man. Oh.
Here's the truth. Plenty of women have built businesses from scratch without a man, without handouts, just grit. The reality is no one can walk your journey for you. Instead of looking around for help, maybe start looking in the mirror and work harder. Now we've got a woman who refuses to go to work, and living off welfare pays better than actually working.
I have never had a job. I refuse to have a job. I make more getting welfare with you going to work every day than I would if I got a job.
Do you know how mean-spirited you look saying that out loud? You can't build a leeching model where your income depends on draining hardworking taxpayers. Flexing that welfare pays more than working isn't clever, it's parasitic. If your biggest achievement is outsmarting responsibility, that's not success, it's a scam. Meanwhile, one Mercedes-driving queen brags that EBT stamps fund her luxury lifestyle because hard work is overrated.
I drive a 2025 Mercedes-Benz and I receive food stamps. I'm able to afford this lifestyle because I don't want to work. I don't want to get a job. So please stop telling me that I need to work.
Picture a world where you don't have to work? Oh wait, that's called scamming taxpayers. She's bragging about driving a Mercedes while flashing an EBT card like taxpayers are her personal sponsors. That's not a lifestyle, that's fraud with leather seats. If laziness were a hustle, she'd be a billionaire. Here's someone who says Trump better sit down and shut up because her Pepsi and snack supply is on the line.
When I get my food stamps, I buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink. Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our stamps? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps.
She's furious at Trump because her biggest concern isn't politics, it's Pepsi. Look, nobody minds if you guzzle soda like water, even 10 cans a day. But at least use your own wallet. Taxpayers shouldn't be stuck footing the bill for your sugar high. Another day, another food stamp live stream, this time live coverage from the food stamp office like it's CNN breaking news.
Okay, y'all, I'm at the food stamp office. I've been here for about since 12, waiting to speak to somebody about my pandemic food stamps, the 391. I'm here at the food stamp office. They trying to act like they don't know shit about the food stamps. They keep trying to talk about it's the D-snaps. Listen, anybody know anything about the 391 food stamps they supposed to be giving us for our children if they receive free lunch? Please tag me with the information because I'm here at the food stamp office. Let me show you. So you guys know I'm really down here not playing with these folks by where the fuck is my food stamps, because y'all know I don't get food stamps, so I'm trying to figure out where's my food stamps. But I'm here at the food stamp office on Florida Avenue, and they acting dumbfounded like they don't know shit.
Where the hell are you in your life that filming yourself at the food stamp office feels like content? Most people post vacations, milestones, or achievements. She's posting about waiting for free groceries. If that's the highlight reel, imagine the bloopers. At some point, maybe trade TikTok time for work time. Day 5 without stamps, and now her TikTok followers are getting extorted because apparently feeding her kids is the government's and her followers' problem.
Hey, to make a Juno, talk to me for the one time.
Day 5, no food.
Okay,
I've lost my food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost my cash benefits.
Yeah.
I've lost my
top teeth. Ah.
Section 8 is on hold. My disability checks are on hold. I have almost 200,000 followers, and I can't get one person to send me 50 cents. One person.
Well, I don't know what you're calling me for. I don't got nothing for you but some directions to a couple corners you can stand on now.
If you don't send me something, you're going to get blocked.
I'm sorry, but what makes you think that it's the people's online responsibility to help fund your life?
Because what is the point of even having a TikTok account if your followers can't help you out during the hard times?
I think you get TikTok confused with OnlyFans, Gumdrop. And look, them is your kids, that's your life, that's your responsibilities. Ain't up to nobody else to take care of you.
It is not my responsibility to feed these kids. It is the taxpayers' responsibility to support me and my children. So until I get my food stamps back, I need everybody.
Is it only the government's and strangers' job to feed your kids while yours is just to rant into the camera? Did your TikTok followers sign a contract agreeing to fund your groceries? Because last I checked, follow doesn't mean direct deposit. Sure, helping each other is great, but would you send them money if the roles were reversed? Or is generosity just a one-way street in your world? Next up, a woman serving facts about why so many EBT recipients are obese. Junk food, couches, repeat.
Y'all been saying in my comments all week, every single one of these people, they gotta look, right? Why do they all look like that? Well, it turns out they make a study for everything, I guess. According to a study that was done by the Cato Institute, citing a USDA findings, 52% of SNAP women, so women who receive SNAP benefits, are obese, versus the 40% of just the low income, but women that do not get SNAP. Half of the women that receive SNAP benefits in the United States are medically labeled obese. The low income non-SNAP women are the women who make a salary that would qualify for SNAP benefits, but they don't actually claim it, and that is only 40%. These were done in ages 19 to 59. Figures come from an authoritative USDA ERS research in 2021 with independent confirmation by the Cato Institute. The over 50% metric specifically applies to adult women on SNAP, not the broader adult population or male participants, but I do have the male one because they did a similar study to the men. Cato Institute study that they did, only 37% of men who claimed SNAP benefits were obese. The low income men were 32%, so those men who would qualify for SNAP but don't actually get it. Begs the question, how many people that use their SNAP benefits to buy their junk food are also on Medicaid? Nearly all of them, 30 million of the 38.3 million SNAP recipients are also covered by Medicaid. Comes to about 78%. Alright, it's just a vicious cycle. You get on the government, you buy all the junk, you get yourself fat, you get yourself unhealthy, you gotta go on government assisted insurance, and the next month you go and buy more and you get fatter, and then you gotta stay on government assisted insurance, and you get mad at us when we call you out for coming on TikTok and blasting your halls all over thinking it's some kind of flex. Well, you're literally eating yourself to death on taxpayer dime. I mean, I guess now we all know, you just gotta study for everything.
She's right. The system feeds laziness and junk food habits, and here's the kicker. It's an endless pit. Our tax money just keeps going in, while they stay home, skip the gym, and never learn what real work feels like. Here's an EBT influencer teaching fraud tutorials until the government sent her a $35,000 bill for her masterclass in lying.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. Better start lying. You know what I mean? Say, ma'am, I say, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I say, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, ma'am, what's your job title? I say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, that lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. That I got on TikTok telling y'all about the food stamps. Do y'all remember that time I got on here and told y'all about the food stamps? Why did they turn my food stamps off? And I gotta pay back $35,000. They turned my food stamp off and I gotta pay back $35,000. Now I'm aggravated because how y'all didn't know I was playing on here? Y'all just running with, but the really turned my god
food stamps off, and I have to pay them back $35,000. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna get $35,000 from, but I have to pay them back. So y'all, watch what y'all put on the internet, because everything is not for the internet.
First, she's out here giving a masterclass on how to lie for food stamps, and then in the next video, she's announcing she owes $35,000 because the government watched her tutorials too. And the best part? She recorded her own humiliation live on TikTok. But hey, credit where it's due, she bravely chose not to let shame be part of her brand. Over at the mall, a woman can't shop with EBT because her parents have jobs. A shocking twist. Apparently having parents who work disqualifies you from free groceries.
What did you say, Anna?
Why don't we get food stamps anymore?
Because your mom and dad works. When you working, you can't get food stamps. Did you know that, dear?
But this not $600 worth of food.
It doesn't matter.
I need more than this.
Well, you better get you a job.
I have one that still ain't doing nothing.
Wow.
Should we call her naive or a scammer? Because only in her world does I have a job mean give me free money too. By that logic, Elon Musk should be standing in line at Walmart with an EBT card. Here's a liberal queen calling for everyone to quit their jobs and strike against Trump because billionaires could fix everything if they just stopped counting their money.
It's gonna take us stopping work, okay? Do you guys get that? Like, we have to strike. We have to stop paying our bills. We have to stop living this insanity. I'm not okay. None of us are okay. And I would just like to end this video by reminding you that every single problem that we are facing in the United States of America and in the rest of the world could be solved by billionaires. They could solve every problem that drives people like me insane. They could solve homelessness. They could solve hunger. They could solve universal health care. They could solve feeding lunch to kids at school, but they don't. Because all they understand is a dollar sign. Wake up!
So you want billionaires to fix hunger, housing, and every global crisis, but your personal contribution is walking off your job. Interesting strategy. Nothing says fight the system like demanding others save the world while you clock out early. Finally, we've got a woman proudly declaring she'll never pay back her student loans, even if she had the money. She swears she doesn't.
Oh, and another thing, you can tell FAFSA to go on right to hell, and I'll meet them there. I'm not giving y'all a goddamn cent of my money, okay? Money that I don't have, by the way. But even if I did have the money to pay for it, you're still not getting. Y'all the one that forced us to go in the first place, telling us that if we didn't go to college, we weren't gonna amount to nothing. And, you know, going to college is better than having a trade. And, you know, if you want to have this amount of money, then you need to. All lies, all lies. Most of us are unemployed. Most of us are working in fields that have nothing to do with our degree. And you want my money. You can take that up with whoever you need to take it up with. Take it up with Jesus. I already paid it all. That's what they've been telling me. They say he paid it all and I'm gonna let him pay it. So.
That's not some bold anti-establishment stance. That's just announcing to the world I don't believe in responsibility. You can't whine about being broke forever and then admit you wouldn't even do the bare minimum if life handed you a second chance. At that point, you're not a victim of the system, you're just the problem. And that's today's dose of welfare wisdom. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more madness.